What up, boys? What up, what up, what up? Happy Tuesday. Back at it again. Took my truck into the shop today and got an Uber ride back, and now I smell like my Uber ride. And I gotta get out of this truck, bro. Ugh. Anyways, so yesterday, a little bit of a slow day. My employee didn't come in. Well, he was traveling back from another place. He was on vacation all last week, so he's finally back today, which is awesome. So we can finally get caught up on work. Anyways, wins from yesterday. Actually, I'm going to start with the loss because it seems like the most relevant from yesterday, which is that I kind of just took it really slow yesterday. I'm guessing it's just because of how much I had to work over the last week. I still needed like a mental break. Sounds like an excuse, probably is. Probably didn't need to take yesterday off as much as I did, but I did get like 6 or 7 hours of mowing done, so that's a plus. So yeah, my loss yesterday was just like not doing anything, and I ended up working until like 7, or like mowing the reezers until 7, so I cheated on my diet and I got B&B. So not super pumped about that. And then I woke up today and haven't gone to the gym. So today's like my day to snap back into it, get back into the gym, stuff like that. I think the main thing I really want to do, create a system around, is scheduling my weeks out in advance, like on Sunday, scheduling everything out. So then I don't really have an excuse. Like, this morning I woke up and I'm like, what am I gonna do today? And I hate that, trying to figure that out at 6 a.m. the morning of. So I really need to start scheduling. That's something I really want to do. So that was my loss from yesterday. Did have a couple wins though. First off, it was kind of nice to take a slower day yesterday and not really do too much. I mean, I mainly just mowed and didn't have to weed eat or blow anything, so that was nice. I got to go to lunch with Mom and Dad and Morgan, which was kind of a win. Yeah, but I'd say the main win was having my coaching call yesterday. I had it at 7 o'clock with a new coach. So I've gone through like 3 coaches this year already, because one stepped down and then one is like too far ahead of me. So now I've gone to this guy. And so in lawn care, as like a reference, lawn care, when you're building your business from like 200K to 500K is called the wilderness of profitability, which is what Mike calls it, because you have employees working for you and you're basically only bringing home like 10% profit, like after you pay everybody. So it's like you're making 20 to 30,000 a year. So my main goal is to get out of the wilderness as fast as possible, which is why for me, like 500K in revenue is the goal, because at that point, then it's kind of, then I can start optimizing and I'm taking home at least 50 grand. So that's my main goal. And it was good to have this coaching call, because my last coaching call with the other coach, it was kind of like switched my frame into like thinking more of working on this location rather than trying to start another one, which was good. And now I had this coaching call. I first off enjoyed it a lot because he gave me like a bunch of resources. So he gave me like his hiring template, his training template that they use, stuff like that. So that was good. But also he just got out of the wilderness like a year or 2 ago. So he has pretty fresh memory of it. And he's like, now it's kind of, I have to decide if I want to be cash constrained and grow, or if I want to save up cash and just kind of coast the rest of the year. So I'm going to hire another employee because I'll have to before the end of the year to make it through the end of the year. But then it's kind of up to me on like how hard I want to push projects, how hard I want to sell Christmas lights and winter services. So I can do all that. I think my main concern or fear is running out of money. I know I'm bringing in like $6,000 a week, but I still, like, I have like PTSD from last month where I didn't have any money in the bank account and I had to pay payroll, so I was like freaking out. So that's like my main concern, and I can't, because I've never sold winter services or worked through the winter. It's a little nerve-wracking because I currently don't have any work on the schedule, but I think the way to work around that is tell the employee, like, I can guarantee work for these months, and then it's kind of up in the air, like it'll maybe be part-time, or I may have to let you off and then you can come back in the wintertime, supposing he's a good worker. So I think that's my way around it. I really want to get to above 200K in revenue this year. That would be ideal for me. So I'm going to try my hardest to sell, but I also have to be out of the field a little bit so I can do that. So I think definitely hiring this other employee is going to be key. And then I'm just talking through this because just to reassure myself. And then once it's hit September and my other employee has to leave, I think that's when I can reassess the situation, whether I want to finish out the year with me and one other guy, or if I need to hire another one. Because it's like, it's so up in the air, because it's like I could sell like a lot of Christmas lights, or I could sell like 1 or 2 jobs. So I don't want to hire 2 people to go through the winter. It's like you never know. So I guess I'll just have to constantly reassess everything constantly. So hopefully I'm gonna for this hire, I'm gonna be doing interviews this weekend. So I'm just gonna get as many people as possible, boost that stinking post and get as many people as possible, and then just like try my best to pick a good employee. So it's been tough for me this year because I've hired 5 guys and 4 of them are no longer working with me. So that's been a struggle. So yeah, hopefully I can get a good guy who will actually like want to do this for a while, and then he can come back next year, or at least finish off this year strong. That would be great. So that's where I'm at. At Grandma and Grandpa's got to start mowing because I have Spanish tonight and I haven't done any of my homework and I have to work out. So yeah, definitely I need to work on scheduling and planning out my days better. And then just get back into it. So that's where I'm at. Love to hear where you're at. See you guys.